Hello everyone, welcome to Topper IS. As part of our daily series, today also we are dealing with a particular topic, keeping in mind mains. Okay, actually we already started with the biofuels introduction and basic categorization of biofuels. Today we will see, looking into national biofuel policy of 2018 and how does it aim to address few of the concerns that we face with respect to biofuel production in India. Okay, let's get started then. So we have seen a basic thing like biofuels, fuels generated from biological materials, agricultural waste, crops, and all those things. Okay, and coming to biofuels, interest is because in the last decade there is a global attention globally, and it is imperative to keep up with the pace of developments in the field of biofuels. So globally it is happening. So India should also be in touch with the all the developments that occur around the world. And biofuels in India are also of strategic importance because it augurs well with the ongoing initiatives of government of India, like Make in India, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, skill development. Make in India, so manufacturing activities promotion. By doing that, you are promoting employment. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, so cleanliness is important. So we have to deal with the solid and liquid waste, all those things. So that also augurs well with biofuels, and even skill development, improving skills also augurs well. And thus it offers a great opportunity to integrate this with the ambitious targets of doubling farmers' income, import reduction, employment generation, waste to wealth creation. Okay, so biofuel programs in India, and so it augurs well these all things. But the thing is, one constraint that was faced in India with respect to biofuels is that production of biofuels has been largely impacted due to sustained and quantum non-availability of domestic feedstock for the biofuel production. So source material, so feedstock was not available. So that is a main constraint in the production of biofuels in India. And we will see how national policy on biofuels, aims to address this non-availability of feedstocks. Okay. So let's see certain important features, salient features of national policy on biofuels. So the first one, basically it categorizes biofuels as basic fuels, like first generation is a basic fuel. Bioethanol and biodiesel are examples. Then we have advanced biofuels as a second generation, ethanol and municipal solid waste to drop-in fuels. Then we have third generation biofuels like bio CNG, etc. So these are the basic categorization that it does, one of the feature. Then the other points are, like the policy expands the scope of raw materials for ethanol production. How does it expand? It expands by allowing, use of sugarcane juice, use of sugar containing materials like sugar beet, sweet sorghum, and starch containing materials like corn, cassava. So we have seen like one of the main constraint for ethanol production or biofuels production in India is lack of non-availability of feedstock. So this aims to address that because it is expanding the raw materials available, and it also allows damaged food grains like wheat, broken rice, rotten potatoes, those which are unfit for human consumption also for ethanol production. So again it is making the availability of feedstock. Then other things that also helps is farmers are at a risk of not getting appropriate price for their produce during surplus production phase. So this is basic economy, demand and supply. So surplus production automatically price of the commodities fall down. So that is not good for from farmers point of view. Okay, because they are not getting appropriate price for their produce. So taking this into account, what policy does, policy also allows use of surplus food grains for production of ethanol, blending with petrol with the approval of National Biofuel Coordination Committee. So surplus food grains can also be used for the production of ethanol. Okay, coming to blending. So we are adding mixing, ethanol with the petrol. So blending is done to, improve the combustion efficiency and all, because it has oxygen. So that allows for better combustion. And so feature of the bill is allowing even surplus food grains also for the production of ethanol. And apart from that, there is also viability gap funding scheme. So with a thrust on advanced fuels, biofuels, so second generation and third generation. So advanced fuels policy indicates a viability gap funding scheme for 2G ethanol biorefineries of Rs 5,000 to 5,000 crore over 6 years. This is in addition to various tax incentives, higher purchase price as compared to 1G fuels, 1G biofuels. Okay, these are also like economic measures to address to promote the policy. Then expected benefits of this. So reducing import dependency. So India is, energy demands, energy requirements are huge. So we are dependent on almost, significant portion of, 70 to 80% of crude oil imports from external world. So that is a high dependency, and the volatility of prices and all those things. So that import dependency is reduced if develop, produce more biofuels. So that is one point. Then cleaner environment. So the compared to fossil fuels, there is a lesser emission of CO2 with biofuels. And apart from that, CO2 emissions, so because we are reduce by reducing crop burning and conversion of agricultural waste to biofuels, there is also further reduction in the greenhouse gas emission. So instead of burning, they will be using it for a biofuel production. So that is how you also reduce the emission of CO2. So thus leading to cleaner environment. Then health benefits. See, cooking oil, prolonged use of cooking oil for preparing food, particularly in frying and all, it is a health hazard. Okay, so used cooking oil, so repetitively it is used. So used cooking oil is a potential feedstock for biodiesel, and its use for making biodiesel will prevent diversion of used cooking oil in the food industry. So this is also one more positive health impact that you can see by diverting this cooking oil to as a feedstock for biodiesel. Then municipal solid waste management, Swachh Bharat mission. So there is a huge need to maintain sanitation as a part of sustainable development goals and all, because we derive a number of health benefits of that. Then so managing this waste is there is a thrust on it. And biofuel production also, these priorities get aligned. Okay, so huge quantity of solid waste is generated in India, municipal solid waste, and there are technologies available which can convert this waste into drop-in fuels. So that will also aid in in addressing solid waste management in India. And infrastructural investment in rural areas. So addition of 2G biorefineries across the countries will obviously lead to infrastructural investment in the rural areas, generation of infrastructure. Then additional income to farmers. By adopting 2G technologies, agricultural waste, which otherwise you would have burnt, can be converted into ethanol and can fetch a price for this waste if a market is developed for the same. So rather than getting it as a waste, he can use it in the production of ethanol, and he can earn, further additional income. Okay, apart from production of crops. Then apart from that, we also know during the surplus production, prices go down, so that situation can also be avoided. Then so that helps in price stabilization also. Okay, so these are the few things we saw biofuels in our previous video. Then categorization of biofuels. We saw importance of biofuels, how it augurs well for the India, aligning with various schemes, Skill India, Make in India project, Swachh Bharat mission and all, waste to wealth creation and all. And main issue was with respect to non-availability of feedstock, and policy aims to address the main issue by surplus by diverting surplus production, by making use of solid waste and all, and also allowing damaged crops also for the production of biofuels. So this is how it aims to, address the issue of non-availability of feedstock. So that's it for today. You can also download the PDF of this document in the link that is shared below. Thank you.